Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This is taken just shy of the 10. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there. And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 1st down, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
The Bills had 10 and 5 to start play, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember the last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Tannehill. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sam Hubbard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air again, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage are forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen to throw once more. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Let's go.
On first down, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Tannehill on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, Tannehill. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the 6. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Allen. And Cook has it, left side. Finding space at the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Allen again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Tannehill. A check down here to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Tannehill. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Brandon, that was a huge score by the defense. Now they've cut it to a one-possession game, and they have the confidence that they can go right back out on the field and do it again.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 79 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. This one swung out here to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tannehill now to throw. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here's Tannehill. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, there you go. From red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. On 2nd down, Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill got a man. It's Higbee complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Tannehill. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second down and goal. Tannehill. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. And Oliver. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Round in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tannehill. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tannehill throwing again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up big...
Touchdown, Rams! Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Tannehill looking to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going.
And now here's another interception.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates,
and my goodness, another interception.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cool.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Tannehill's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He's going to go up top again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Let's go.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Tannehill. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.